What's up, guys? This is another action figure review on the 2002 Green Goblin and the 2007 or 2008, I believe, New Goblin with Harry Osborn and the uh, Pumpkin Bomb, I would say the Blade. But first off is Green Goblin. Now, I do not have this complete. I thought it was complete when I bought it on eBay. Um, But there is two different versions of the Green Goblin. There's the superposable one, which is really hard to find with the mask. There's a lot of them without it. And there's this one, and there's also the battle ravaged Green Goblin during the final battle. And this one, it's supposed to have a gimmick where these two holes in the front of the Goblin glider would pop up would pop up a pumpkin bomb missile. You may be wondering why he's holding a goblin bomb. That came with Harry Osborn, but I think it looks amazing when it's on display. I don't want to take him off of there, but this stand is a handle that's like a gun. So as a kid, you could hold it like you're flying around with the Green Goblin. And where he's on this platform in the back, there's a trigger. The trigger, you would push this side to side, and it would fire both bombs. One at a time, of course. So his articulation is really, I wouldn't say it's outdated, but it's probably like a basic time when it was Toy Biz. His head moves up a little bit. His head rotates 360 degrees. He has a single jointed knee. He does not have any elbow or arm articulation. His wrists will turn 360 degrees. His shoulders move outward. It only moves out about maybe another couple, about an inch, and that's it. And his this arm has really low articulation. But it does look when he's like, you make him like a flying pose like you would in the movie. It does look pretty cool. Um, but I do look forward to trying getting the superposable one because the glider came with its own stand, just like this one, but it came with a clear stand. And next up is Harry Osborn. Now, Harry Osborn, this one is kind of the same, except the year difference. Harry has he comes with the bomb, as I have shown, and the blade that he threw at Peter, or a couple of them he threw at Peter. But this one is like an actual like sword, and then on the bottom, you can see he would have, or excuse me, his back had the sword holster. He does have a um, hip joint that he does move forward and back, and he does have a waist swivel. And on his leg would be another knife or blade that he had in the movie. And then the glider, it's supposed to have like a rolling feature, as you can see. It's supposed to like move across, but I don't like how it does that. But it does look cool when you're trying to take a picture. If you have one of those Hasbro stands that grip onto his hip, you can do it like that, and he will look like he's flying. And it does look really good at different angles. His head does not move all the way up. It goes up about that far, it goes down that far. His head turns around 360 degrees on a ball joint. He has technically it's double jointed elbow, but I count it as one. He does that. His arm is the same way in here, with a kind of like a gun pose for the blade. The blade, he can swish it around and stuff like that. His legs technically are double jointed, but he has a ball joint, and he has an up and down ankle movement, but he does not have the ankle pivot. As you can see, it's a very well
made glider, but I don't like the white one. I was always trying to get the gray one. I never got the gray one.
But that is the review of Harry Osborn and the Norman Osborn Green Goblin.